What's up guys, it's Coach Justin from Ultimate Baseball Training, and in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you 3 things you need to be doing every single time you field a ground ball. And it doesn't matter if it's a ground ball hit right at you, if it's a forehand, a backhand, a slow roller, a high chopper. These are 3 things you're gonna wanna do no matter what ground ball type that you get that are gonna help you cut down on errors and improve your fielding percentage. So I think you're gonna like this one. Without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, so the first thing you want to do with every single ground ball, no matter where it's hit, every single ground ball hits your way, you want to focus on using your feet to get you into the best position possible. And when I say get into the best position possible, really what I mean by that is twofold, okay? Number one, getting yourself into the best position possible to field the ground ball. So that's number one. You want to get into a good position to field the ground ball. You also, when you can do it, you want to get yourself into the best position possible in terms of momentum going towards your target. So that's why I always talk about, let's say there's a ground ball hit directly at me, okay? Where ideally should I field this baseball? What would be the best position I could get myself into to field this baseball? If I just run directly up to this baseball like this, I can, bend down and I can field it right in the middle of my body, and I can probably make the play and be fine. But is that ideal? And the answer is no. The reality is you actually don't want to field the ball directly in the middle of your stance. And this is, a lot of players or a lot of coaches or parents, whatever, who don't necessarily see the little intricacies of the game. They just teach, well, field the ball in the middle of your stance. And it's better fielding the ball in the middle than, fielding it on, your throwing side like this, for example. But if you look at the best infielders, they actually field the ball slightly on their glove side. Okay, and why is that? What's the reason for that? Well, it comes into, number one, that allows them to have maximum momentum moving towards their target. But number two, how do your arms naturally hang? Do your arms hang, if I were to just go like this, do your arms hang like this? Do they both come together in the middle? No, if I just get into a natural position, my glove hand hangs not in the center of my body, but slightly off center to my left side, right? And so the best position possible to field the baseball is to get into that position so you're not going against what your body naturally wants to do. So in that case, I don't want to run straight up to the baseball, field it in the middle of my stance. I actually want to get slightly around the baseball and go right, left, and field the ball slightly off center, just ever so slightly. It's not, over here like this. It's just ever so slightly, barely even noticeable, but slightly to my glove side. That's the best position to field the baseball. That's also best for momentum because I can just go right, left field, and I have that momentum going towards my target. Whereas if I field it over here, now I'm stuck. Now I have no momentum, right? So that's the thing. Use your feet no matter where the ball is hit. Get yourself into a great position to field the baseball and to carry your momentum going towards your target. And it's different for every ground ball. You have a hot shot ground ball, one hopper hit to your backside. That's why a lot of the times you'll see players, infielders, shortstops who, number one, they want to give themselves a good hop, which we'll talk about. So, they step back like this and they catch it this way. But what is that also doing? That's maximizing their momentum because they can catch it and they can immediately use their momentum that's already like preloaded and throw to first base. So that's the key. It's easier on some plays and harder on others, but get into a great position with your feet. Another thing you want to focus on as an infielder every single time you get a ground ball is controlling the hop. Okay, in other words, fielding the ball on a good hop. I think we can all agree it's a little easier to field the ball on a good hop than on a bad hop, wouldn't you say? No, duh, right? But a lot of times I think what players do is pre-pitch, right? They're moving around and then they get into, their pre-pitch movement and then they're ready to go and the ball's hit their way and they just kind of let the ball play them instead of them playing the baseball. In other words, they just kind of settle for whenever the ball gets to me, whatever hop I receive, that's what I receive. And what the best infielders in the world have found a way to do is they read the hops as the baseball is coming towards them and they try to avoid the in-between hops. I call them the tweener hops, okay? Those are those hops when, you catch the hop, the ball just bounced, right? And it's in between bouncing and reaching its highest point. And those hops are the ones where you kind of, pull one of these and you get a little bit handcuffed because it's the most difficult hop for an infielder to field. What you want to do to make it easier on yourself is you want to field the ball either on a low hop or a high hop. So either when the baseball, it's coming down like this and it hits the ground, and as soon as it hits the ground, you want to field the ball right after that as it's coming up, so it can just come up, bounce right up into your glove. No bad hops there, so field the ball at its lowest point, or you want to wait to field the ball at its highest point, because again, those are easier hops to field too, but you want to avoid that in-between hop, okay? And the very last tip that I want to share with you in today's video, every single time you get a ground ball as an infielder, I want you to focus on securing the baseball first. And I know this is common sense, it's no duh, but ask yourself, I mean, really go back, the errors you've made, the bobbles you've made, most likely what was the cause of those bobbles, those errors? A lot of it might have been from the last tip. You weren't necessarily controlling the hop, so you fielded the ball on a bad hop. But another thing that it could come down to is just, you know, a routine ground ball hit right at you. And what you end up doing is you go down to field the baseball and everything looks good, right? You're in a good fielding position. You've got your butt nice and high. You've got a flat back. You know, your hands are out in front of you where you can see the baseball. Your eyes are on the baseball, right? And at the last second, right when you think, hey, I've kind of got this, that's what your mind goes through your mind. Hey, I've got this routine play. What happens is a lot of times you put the cart before the horse, meaning, you know, you might at the last second start to look up and start to shift your eyes towards first base or wherever you're throwing, and you're not focusing on securing the baseball first. And so if you replay a lot of the bobbles and the errors and the mistakes, a lot of them can probably be attributed to that, just putting the cart before the horse. And instead of making sure that you fully secure the baseball, because that's step one, we got to throw it, we got to make a good throw. But in order to do that, we've got to obviously field the baseball first. So don't neglect that first part. You want to be smooth, you want to be quick, but that has to come first. So focus on that first. And it's, you know, sometimes there's going to be do or die plays, do or die situations, plays where it's quick. And, you know, you don't necessarily have the luxury to sit there and wait and make sure you over exaggerate watching the baseball in your glove. I get it, especially on, you know, third baseman, a guy lays down a drag bunt or, you know, hits a chopper, it's a slow roller and you've got to make a barehanded play or whatever. I get it. Sometimes you just got to hope that you secure it and get the throw off, because that's the only opportunity that you're going to have to potentially get this base runner out. I get that. But especially on the routine plays or the balls that maybe not routine, but you should make the play, just make sure that you consciously focus on, got to secure the baseball before I do anything else. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button for me. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And last thing, grab your free Bat Speed Boosters workout that I put together for you. It's 100% free. It's going to help you take your bat speed to that next level. Just go to betterbatspeed.com, betterbatspeed.com. It'll take you right there. Thanks for watching. See you next time.